Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is English Department, Government Postgraduate College Attack. I am Muhammad Suhail, Assistant Professor of English. Once again, I welcome you, dear students, to my online class second year English, with the hope that you will be enjoying a happy, healthy life. In the previous lecture, we were discussing rules regarding correct use of English pronoun. We shall continue the same topic as we were left with some rules to be discussed. Rule 11. The use of they and their with singular pronoun is frowned upon by many traditionalists. To be consistent, it is a good practice to try to avoid they and its variants, that is, them, their, themselves, with previously singular noun or pronoun. For strict grammarian or traditionalist, it seems somewhat awkward, as in the following example: not consistent. Someone is to do it and they have to do it well. Someone gives a sense of singular and has been used, and in the second part they indicates the same word someone, so it becomes somewhat inappropriate. The problem is that someone is singular but they is plural. If we change they to he or she, we get a rather clumsy sentence, even if it is technically correct. By clumsy, once again we feel a sort of inappropriacy. Technically correct, someone has to do it and he or she has to do it well. Replacing an inconsistent sentence with a poorly written one is a bad bargain. The better option is to rewritten someone has to do it and has to do it well. Here, this is what the correct version or the translation or the message is conveyed in the third sentence. When a pronoun is linked with a noun by and, mentally remove the and plus noun phrase to avoid trouble. Incorrect. Her and her friend came over. If we remove and our friend, we were left with the ungrammatical her came over. That seems quite inappropriate, as her cannot be placed at the place of a subject pronoun. Correct. She and her friend came over, as both of them has been joined by and they are in subjective form. Incorrect. I invited he and his wife. If again we remove and his wife, we are left with the ungrammatical I invited he. Again it seems what awkward. Correct. I invited him and his wife. As we have made a wrong choice in the previous, you may say, sentence I invited he, as we have to choose what objective pronoun him instead of subjective pronoun he. Incorrect. Bill asked my sister and I. Here you can see that my sister and I are joined by and my sister is used in objective sense, so I should also be in the same sense. If we remove my sister and we are left with the ungrammatical Bill asked I. Correct. Bill asked my sister and me. Rule number 13. If two people possess the same item and one of the joint owner is written as a pronoun, use the possessive form for both. Incorrect. Maribel and my home. Incorrect. Mine and Maribel's home. Correct. Maribel's and my home is once again the two words that show possession. They should be in the same category as they are joined by and. In the first sentence we see Maribel is a noun and my home shows the possession of the house that belongs to me. And the second sentence seems grammatically incorrect. That very sentence is not acceptable. But the correct sentence is Maribel's and my home. Incorrect. He and Maribel's home. Once again, here he is a subject of the third person singular, and on the other hand, Maribel's possession is shown in the sentence. So they cannot be joined together by and because they are not in the same category. Incorrect. Him and Maribel's home. Correct. His and Maribel's home. Incorrect. You and Maribel's home. Incorrect. Yours and Maribel's home. Correct. Maribel's and your home. Note. As the above examples demonstrate, when one of the co-owners is written as a pronoun, use possessive adjectives my, your, her, our, their. Avoid possessive pronoun mine, yours, her, our, their in such construction. We shall discuss the possessive adjectives and possessive pronoun in our, you may say, next lecture. Note, don't combine a subject pronoun and an object pronoun in phrases like her and I or he and me, because her is possessive case and I is objective, and in the second phrase he is possessive one and me is objective one, so they cannot be joined together by and. They should be in the same category. Whenever and or links an object pronoun her, me, and a subject pronoun he, I, one of those pronouns will always be wrong. Incorrect. Her and I went home. Correct. She and I went home. She went and I went. Now students, we shall discuss the types of pronoun. But before going into the detail of the types of pronoun, once again I would like to define pronoun. A pronoun is a word used instead of a noun. For example, Harry is absent because Harry is ill. It is better to avoid repetition of Harry because it does not seem good. Harry is absent because he is ill. We have used he instead of Harry. He is a pronoun and Harry is a noun. Types of pronoun. We have 9 different types of pronoun. Number 1, personal pronoun. Number 2, reflexive pronoun. Number 3, emphatic pronoun or intensive pronoun. Number 4, indefinite pronoun. Number 5, relative pronoun. Number 6, demonstrative pronoun. Number 7, interrogative pronoun. Number 8, distributive pronoun. Number 9, possessive pronoun. As for definition of personal pronoun is concerned, I, we, you, he, she, it, they are called personal pronoun because they all stand for the 3 persons. Number 1, the person speaking, first person. Number 2, the person spoken to, second person. Number 3, the person spoken of, third person. So, we have 3 different types of personal pronoun. First person, second person, third person. In the grammatical sense, a personal pronoun is a pronoun that is related to a particular person. Personal pronouns are not limited to people and can also refer to animals and objects. Subject pronoun I, you, we, he, she, it, they. Object pronoun me, you, us, him, her, it, them. Then we can also divide these 3 categories of personal pronoun into 2 different types on the basis of their being singular and plural. Person, subject, pronoun, object. Singular. First person I. Second person you and you. Plural. First person we, us. Second person you, you. Third person plural they, them. And as for the first category is concerned, instead of we, you should write it as me. In the first person, singular pronoun, objective pronoun, I and me. You should read it as me. Reflexive pronoun. It represents the action performed by the subject is on the subject itself. How reflexive pronouns can be made. Self is added to my, your, him, her, it, and selves to our, them, your. Sentences with reflexive pronoun. I hurt myself. In this sentence, I hurt myself. Myself is a reflexive pronoun. They hurt themselves. In this very sentence, they hurt themselves. Themselves is a reflexive pronoun. Okay students, this is all for today's lecture. Okay, take care and Allah Hafiz.